I'm recording this. The way that Smash is designed, unfortunately, it all goes back to the studio behind Ultimate. It literally goes to that. I am going to change this. Steve is banned. I'm so pissed. Okay. Okay, I updated the title. I am... Okay. So, for those who are coming in, and this will be uploaded onto YouTube. Okay, so to answer my mom, because, okay, first off, this problem all comes from, let's talk about the past few weeks before we get here, because Smash is going to die. Like, not Melee. Melee is gonna live as it always does, and, the others go on to the next iteration, but, like, Smash Ultimate is going to die. So, and the reason is, let me get there. Let's start off first with Nintendo's production of Ultimate. So, first thing to realize is that the way Smash is developed is just the game, and that's it. In terms of, this is not a game supported by the quality of online content that could be released the way that modern games do. Meaning, Smash releases a game, DLC comes out, game gets 3 years of support, that's it. Close up shop, move on. Because that's the game that's sold on Switch, the next game will sell on the next console. That's Nintendo's way of doing games, and it has worked and worked time and time again, because Nintendo fans, in terms of casual, audiences that are not hardcore gamers, most Nintendo fans are the casual audience, play games, beat the games, and move on. They are not players who will stay on a game and will rebuy that game or whatever in the next consoles. They don't, that's not their market. They want to release an experience that you will appreciate in that time that will later be considered a classic that you can return to as nostalgia. Nintendo has always been about nostalgia. So, Smash Ultimate will be considered nostalgic on the next console. Because when we turn on Smash 4, or Brawl, or Melee, we go, holy shit, this game's awesome, and we love it, and we miss it and everything. That's nostalgia. I remember playing this. Now, compared to new hardcore games, which is the way Nintendo should be going, because this is actually becoming more and more prominent. This is all thanks, and I'm going to use Fortnite a lot as an example, and the only reason why I'm going to use Fortnite is because it is literally the biggest, most downloaded game of all time alongside Minecraft. So, I am just going to use those two as an example, where this is one game that has released 5 years ago. It's going to be 6 years that game is released, and it is daily getting content and updates and changes to the point where there is always someone working at that specific studio, where it actually becomes its own company. So it's not about Nintendo releasing software. Now, Fortnite itself is a business. That is literally a brand that is releasing software through its own name and product. That is the product. That is the business. That is the company. That is Nintendo. Fortnite is Nintendo in this case. Let's do a like hardware is the download of Fortnite, which is free, and then you pay for all other updates, battle pass, whatever the fuck else is coming. Fortnite was originally a zombie game. It was not a game that it is today. It was a zombie game. The developers released a season and a chapter that completely changed the game, the physics, the controls, the graphics, etc. So Fortnite is always updated to be modernized. It took advantage of the Unreal Engine at the time, knowing it can process that kind of coding, updates, replacements, and it is constantly changing. That's why people are not getting bored of Fortnite. The craze of Fortnite, obviously, like, that's gone down because that's normal. But there is still daily, millions and millions of players playing the game. And there's new I only started playing Fortnite last year because of no build mode. That's new. So you get new audiences. It's a live game. Call of Duty is another fantastic example. And it's not only just considering the esports side of things. I'm not even talking about fucking esports. I'm talking about the game itself. The way this game was coded was so fucking genius, and it changed the world of live gaming. Because it's a game that is cheap, because the game was already made. They don't need to pay for cartridges, distribution, or anything. It's one game, and you just keep updating it. You pay the staff in the Fortnite company, which is owned by, Epic. Smash. Getting to Smash. If Smash was made like this, I think Smash would be the biggest game of all time. Where characters could be seasonal, characters could be updated, movesets could be changed, community could have direct thoughts. There would always be someone working. This tech would have been patched right away. This tech that's breaking Steve would have been patched. There would be a notice, and they would patch it. They would patch it. It would be as simple as that. But because it was developed to be, here's the game, here's the code that is in the game, we can't add any other stuff, we can only replace, move things, and then they have their time of development before they move on to the next software or hardware, they're not gonna fix it. It's done. There's no one working there. It's done. There's no one in that room. So now, the community is forced to use what they have, which is the beauty behind Melee, right? You're always finding new things in Melee. But Steve is a character with so much possibilities because of his moveset, right? I think it's the first character ever, I can't think of another character, that is so heavy on item play in terms of placements, constructing, all that. There's a lot of bugs that are not considered and are not thought about and are not actually tested. And it's hard to test that thing. I was a dev tester at Ubisoft. I know. That's stuff that comes later as you get better, as you keep playing and you get inspired in your brain with knowledge to find new things. Steve players, like, the character has so much possibilities that this character is the most labbed character of all time. Like, thousands and thousands of hours have been put into this character for one player because there is always improvement to be made where other characters have limitations. That's why you find new tech every 48 hours about fucking Steve. So that being said, now we're here. Now that we've gotten here, if you're on YouTube, to recap, a tech has been discovered that where Steve can basically, let's put the terms of why it is banned, can basically mash a certain way for casuals to watch this video, just for them to understand, and input certain ways to get out of multi-hits. Multi-hits are basically moves that are one attack, you put in an input, it doesn't attack, but that attack itself is hitting multiple times. So an example would be Diddy Kong's up smash. Another example would be Sonic's forward air. You know, Kirby's down air, etc. So, because of this tech, it allows Steve to completely ignore combos, kill potential setups, and more. Steve can last and perform this tech past 999%. Whether it's easy to do or hard to do, it's still possible. So players can use this to cheat to their advantage. If this was a tech, Collision just announced. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me. My brother gonna deregister, so... Oh. See, that's fine. So Collision just banned the tech. Yeah, because it's too like short notice. There's a major in a week, in 2 weeks. Like, my brother's gonna deregister and then just like lose the hotel, like. But that means, yeah, Tri-State definitely banned Steve. Yes, 100%. That's what it means. For Tri-State to ban Steve, that means most majors will be banning. So that's why we're here. So I'm making this video. I just want to bring awareness that I think this is so stupid, and it's not the TO's fault. They have to go with, you know, community influence. They have to go with votings. They have to, you know, take in all of this, like, all of this stuff. So I understand. So it's like, yeah. I'm pissed at, I just feel so bad for this team. I really do. I really do. They put just as much work as I do. In fact, probably more. I'm sorry, but there is like, I know about 200 Steve players and only 4 are good. That's just my opinion. That's my experience, at least. So, now I'm getting into Ultimate, and why I think this is the start of the end of Ultimate. So, while I was recovering from surgery, I got to talk to a lot of management people in esports and upcoming tournament plans and stuff like that. I got to talk to top players a lot on DMs. And what I found out through my job as being social media and all that is what I feared last year. Remember last year we had a great conversation about how we are getting into year 5, and year 5 for a mainline Smash game in the moment, not Melee, will start to die out. It is the peak, and that is it. Year 4 of Smash is always the peak because of the lack of support and updates in terms of patches. Like, in terms of patches. So, casuals, unsatisfied pro players, etc., drives fans away. The hype, the hype of Smash dies out. And that's normal, right? Because that's fine. That's like Nintendo made their money off of Smash. That's it. They're good. They're gonna start the next one. That's the way they do things. Because of this, that was already the peak. That was last year. Last year, we peaked at SmashCon. It was post-pandemic. A lot of people wanted to play. They're excited, realized the game's not as fun as they remembered it, and they quit. SmashCon last year was the peak in terms of attendees, and viewership, I think, peaked around that time. I don't remember if it was SmashCon, but one of those events near the summer or end of the year peaked in terms of viewership for Smash. Genesis was a low viewing event. The peak came, and stocks are dropping for sponsors. Okay? Summit is doing this thing now where it used to be once a year, and now it's every season. Less and less people are watching Summit. It was big when it came, when it was back post-pandemic, and now it's every season, so no one cares. And everyone can get in. So that's one. And now we're here where investors are pulling out, which means sponsors are pulling out. You're gonna see more and more players being dropped. And not necessarily even dropped, but unsigned. More and more sponsors will not sign Smash players because, reminders, Smash does not make them money. Smash makes them content, it makes them popular, and good branding and reputation because we have a great community. And we are a viewed community. But we're all about the views. And if there's no views, then there's really no reason why you should pick up a Smash player. Literally. So, that's why Melee is still alive, because it's literally a beautiful esport mistake, you know? There's so much tech in there, and it applies to all characters. And that's what helps. Rather than, like, if this was a tech, I guarantee you, if this was a tech found, let's say, for all characters can do, like, an actual tech, oh, this would be amazing. It would blow up. This is be godlike. The tier list would change. Everything would change. This would be crazy. But because it's only Steve that can do this, that's the problem. That's the problem. If everyone can do what Brawl Meta Knight could do, everyone would still be playing Brawl! Same thing with Smash 4 Bayo. So, now we're here. Now we're here. And less viewers, less content, less sponsors. More and more are not going to sign. More and more are not going to sign top players. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. And even if they do, it's gonna be a really small salary. It's gonna be a really small damn fucking salary. Smash players get sponsored because of viewership and, you know, entertainment, reputation, branding. Yeah, Jay is like, I'm telling you, my brother's gonna go back to Valorant. Like, I already see it. I think my brother is... Y'all are better off working at McDonald's all the time. Honey, I don't think you know what my job is. My job is not Smash. And if you are doing Smash full time, I never said that was a good idea. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So that all happened. And now the two biggest things that will kill Ultimate is, hey, be nice in the chat. Be nice in the chat. I want everyone to be nice. Stop the fights. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We respect everyone here. I'm really, really, really strict on my chat. We could support. We can have opinions. But we're not Twitter here. We're not ugly Twitch chat here. I like to use that ban button. Everyone here is family. If you've been a part of my show here every morning, we're nice here. But yeah, fuck Ultimate. I'll say that. That's for sure. I'll say that though. I will say that. That you could say. So the biggest things that's gonna kill Ultimate, just let it go. If you guys are feeling anxious, you are behind a computer screen. Get up, drink some water. Go away, it's a computer screen. Don't yell at a PC screen. It's not worth it, believe me. No one here is gonna remember me or each other in a few years. Do what's important. We're all mad. We're all tense. We're all disappointed. We're all angry. It's either the opposite. It's either, yeah, I'm so happy Steve's gone, or shit, Steve. Like, everyone's a mess right now. Everyone's very, very, like, tense. So just, let's all take a deep breath. I'm supposed to be on my lunch break right now at work, but I'm here because this good tea. So the biggest things that's gonna kill Ultimate, one, what happened with Panda is a big deal in terms of, you know, again, that affected the investors in Ultimate and stuff, because there's not enough events now. There's not many events this year. And it's going to be less and less. I promise you it's going to be less and less, because there's not going to be enough, you know, people playing. You know, we had 1,000 entrances very consistently for 3 years. And it dropped, right? Now it's in the 500s. Like, that's half right there. It's going to go lower. It's going to go lower and lower and lower and lower. You know, we don't really know the truth behind Panda and SWT, but, like, that's their thing. They can solve that in court, whatever the hell they want to do. That's their issue, you know? We can have opinions, we can talk trash, we can do whatever we want, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna figure that shit out. But what does matter is the lack of events. Because the lack of events is just gonna bring down the hype of Smash. We all know online Smash is not fun in terms of, and the accessibility of, you know, to just train. There's online tournaments, but, like, they're not fun, you know? It's not, you're not making a living off of online tournaments. And it's just unplayable for certain people and characters and even just your internet area. Online tourneys are banning Steve as well. Jesus fucking Christ, see? There you go. Even tournaments with lag are banning it, bro. So, because of lack of tournaments, usually there's a tournament every like 2 weeks, right? And now it's like once a month, maybe once in 2 months. We had Genesis, but like I don't really remember the last tournament, right? There was like a little major last week or something, but I should host the Steve only tournament. You know what? I might. Maybe we'll do a pot prize for the best fucking Steves in the world. I'd be so fucking down to do that. For them to retire happily, for all the work they've done, we should host a Steve tournament. Or one tournament that will, like give the biggest pot bonuses to the Steve players. And then they will at least retire happy. And at least have some kind of profit from fucking this game that literally gives nothing. But, you know, obviously this. Back to being serious, though. So that's that. And now the Steve ban. The Steve ban is going to be huge. Because I don't think people realize how many Steves go 0-2. I don't think people realize that. How many Steve players actually play this game. And that Ultimate was a huge game for kids. It was a huge introduction to children around the world and minors to get into esports and to get into Smash. People grew up, like, if it was another character, maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal. But I don't think people realize the impact Minecraft has had on gaming and pop culture. Like, that's a big deal. People bought Ultimate to play Steve. Try and think about that for a second. And it might not make sense for us oldies, but it's true. When people found out Steve was gonna be in Smash, those sales, the switches, holy fuck. You can build to fight people. You can build with Steve to fight Mario. Casually, that is so fucking cool. That is so cool. Okay? So try to imagine this from a casual perspective. And then they find the Smash community. Right? We had names come in. We all know most Steve players, most, are underage in terms of minors. Okay, we know that. Some of them are now turning 18 this year or whatever. A cola, like, etc., etc. You can name a list. My fucking Joy-Cons are falling asleep. There we go. So this happened, right? And it was just chance that character was so good. Because players that were, that played beforehand, before Steve was even a thing, they were already playing, they were already good, but then they picked up Steve because they knew he was good after. Because it's competition. You're gonna play the best character to win the tournaments. By the end of Brawl, it was all Meta Knights winning tournaments. So, it's the same with this. In terms of, you know Steve's the best, you're gonna pick up Steve. Is Steve unbeatable? No. He has bad matchups. Sonic is one of his worst matchups. Steve players don't like fighting Sonic. We fucking love that shit. I love fighting Steve. I got out of my horrible, like, I'm playing like shit era, getting like 200th place because of Steve. I was getting top 10 all around Canada and doing top, 48 in all my brackets since I've been back because of Steve. Playing my brother, being one of the best Steves in the world. He taught me. I learned how to be patient. I learned distance. I learned movement. I learned traction. I learned, searching combos, when to overextend, when to not. Like, I learned so much because of that fucking character. I put so much work into it. When that character released, I fucking hated it. I said, this character's so stupid. I was like, why is this a character? And then, like, it took a summer of hating him. When he came out, it was that summer I hated him. It was during COVID. And then I fell in love with fighting Steve. I was so motivated. And now I feel like, obviously, for me, it's not for nothing, but for Steve's, it's for nothing. It's for nothing. All those thousands of hours were for nothing. They're for nothing. For nothing. So, going back to the Steves. Steve being gone is a big deal because the newcomers to our community, who just 2 years ago started playing Steve professionally, hydrate, thank you. I should probably drink some water. I didn't even eat yet. So to the Steves that joined 2 years ago to our community, who had no idea this shit even existed, because I know top Steves who came into our community and said, I didn't know there was a Smash scene. And they said, like, this is so cool. They fell in love with our community through playing Steve. And, that's gone. That's gone. Like, I'm telling you, that's gone. Like, kids, like, I don't think people realize kids, minors, like, they are heartbroken, dude. Heartbroken. If it was another character like Roy, maybe it would have been a little bit less of an issue. But people literally have bought this game because of Steve. It's like, yeah, like, look, your nephew's not gonna like this. Like casually, this is a big deal. Kids turn on our Smash tournaments to watch Steve. They might not agree with it, you know, or whatever. Like, they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. They literally watched Steve because they were like, yeah, go Steve. Like. So, that's an issue. This is an issue because viewership is now going to go even more down. I'm telling you, it's going to go more down. It's going to be way more. Pretty done with this convo. I'm not even like I know we're all waiting for HBox to announce, but I know that this is like let's be honest, Steve's getting banned. Like, we don't even need to wait for it. The fact that other online tournaments are banning him, everyone else is banning him. Like, that's it. It's done. It's done. The only hope is if Nintendo comes back to the office and decides to put a patch. That is literally the only thing that's going to keep Ultimate alive now. Because it's going to be exactly like Brawl, dude. It's going to be like the PM era, where this game might stay alive until the next Smash game, but it's only going to contain those 400 players. It's going to die. It's going to die. Street Fighter 6 is around the corner. Sponsors are going to pick those players up instead. It's looking great. Other games are more modernized now. That's going to get consistent support. So, yeah, dude, the Steve sponsors? People who I didn't even fucking think of that. I didn't even fucking think of that. Moth brought up a great point. The Steve sponsors are gonna pull out. 100%. The second that Akola, if he doesn't perform, which is, that is so much pressure to put on a fucking child. Already enough. He is one of the biggest sponsors in Japan. He's a child! Like, he was like, yay! Right? Like, he put this work in. The best of the best character. He's gonna go to the tournament. I didn't even fucking think of that. Yeah, and that's awesome. If Steve players have other characters that were already prepared, that's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Like, good. My brother's gonna be fine because he has Sephiroth, he has Joker, he has Meta Knight, he has Buttfuck. Like, he has everything in that fucking pocket. But those who came in our community as Steve, they're gone. They're gone. Because all those players, all those Steves who were sponsored, the second they are now going to have to use another character, which is not going to be as good as their Steve, because they need to get better with that character. They need to train as much as they did with Steve. So the second that they don't do well, or not even expectations, sponsor's going to pull out. For sure. They're not going to wait for you to get better of the uncertainty of, are you going to get better? They're going to go with, is this worth it? Because it's Smash. BKB, I just said why they're dropping sponsors. Sponsors are dropping, orgs are dropping Smash because viewership, the content, the hype of Smash is done in terms of Ultimate. It's over for that. Stocks are dropping, investors are pulling out, less viewership, no content, no support from Nintendo. Panda and half of our tournaments are gone. And now Steve is banned, taking out thousands of viewers of children and players who came on because of Steve. Congratulations. I hope you got what you want. The game is trending right now, so Collision's probably going to have a lot of viewers. I can guarantee that. Because it's the last tournament with Steve. So that chat is going to be full of, try getting this good next tournament. Steve players are starting from scratch. You're putting all the Steve players back to level 1. We know, it's been confirmed, that Nintendo is currently working on their next generation console. We know it. We know that. Is that coming this year? No. It might come out next holiday. It might. Maybe. Will Smash be there next year? No. Will Smash be there the next year? No. It'll be the next year. Because that's just the pattern of Smash. Console gets announced. The next year Smash gets announced. The next year Smash is released. So the next Smash game is probably in 4 years. I will be fucking 31. I will not be playing this game. Oh my god, no, never mind. I forgot I'm fucking 27. I'm gonna be fucking 32. I think Poke Lover Smash 6, depending on the way Nintendo does their internet and their support system, it will be a live Smash game. I don't think it will be a game. I think it's gonna be something like Fortnite. That's my opinion. That's just an assumption, though, because that's where games are headed. If you want to be as big as Fortnite and compete with the world transitioning to free games, and then you just buy what you want, and consistent updates, which is also cheaper to make, which will save Nintendo lots of money, that is the way to go. That is the way to go for the future of games. Consistent support. You're going to see less and less games release and more constant support for that one title. That's what it's gonna come to. Eventually, it will get there. I can see it. It's gonna get there. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That was 40 minutes of being annoying, so I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. I know that it's not about that. That's just I've been in this world for too long in terms of esports. I have too many connections. I've worked with game companies for too long. Like Nintendo, like Ubisoft, like etc., etc., like Activision. I know what's coming. And it's not pretty. It's just not pretty. So, and I just got out of surgery, so this is funny as fuck that this is what I come out to. I was very looking forward to coming back for Smash. Right now, I just don't want to even think of Smash. I'm so disappointed. And it's no one's fault. The community's mad. I understand why. Again, like, just to reinstate, like, it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. It's not the community, it's not the TOs, it happened. It happened, I think, because of the lack of awareness, the lack of testing, the lack of support. But it's not their fault, because it's not even Nintendo's fault either, because they want it to be a casual game. This is not their goal. If they were focused on esports, this would be patched right now, right? That's just how it goes. If something's broken, it gets fixed. That's easy now. But unfortunately, that's not Nintendo's goal. It's just not. It's just not. And that's okay for them, because we are not even half of their fucking profits. We're not. We're not even close to that. I already did a video on that, on what the Smash community is actually worth to Nintendo in terms of sales. We're worth nothing. So Nintendo will always be a family-friendly product that delivers hardcore AAA class products. But that's all it's gonna be for. Fun. It's gonna be for fun. That's always been Nintendo. That's why so many people love Nintendo. So, that's where I'm ending it. It's no one's fault. That's just the state of what's happening. That's the state of what's happening. I have a giveaway to do. I forgot my giveaway for Pokemon Day. Fuck. I think I'm gonna hold on to it tomorrow. It's just not the time. It's just not. I think tomorrow's stream I'm gonna give you guys a giveaway. I'm also gonna give away Kirby's Dream Land Deluxe. But not today. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not fair right now. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Please be nice in the comments. You can give your thoughts, your opinions. You could say, fuck this shit, whatever. You know, fuck the situation. Fuck. Fuck! I don't want to, I don't know if I want to keep playing. I need to, like, clear my head. Wait for this to pass. See what happens. See what my brother feels. I need to check on my brother. This, like... My brother is the top 5 best Steve in the world, who is just on the road to getting bigger and bigger and finally reach #1 in Montreal. After years of practice, had it taken away from him because of COVID with Joker. Crispy, please stop bringing it up. I'm getting annoyed. Stop it. Just stop. Mary, I checked my last message. Something also worth noting is everyone banned Steve except Montreal. Source staying high and pure. It's a bit discredited. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Because if you don't ban Steve, but majors do ban Steve, those tournaments that didn't ban Steve will not count. Will not count towards seeding or anything like that. It's just stop! Last warning. Thank you. So anyway, I'm pissed. I don't know if I'm returning to tournaments. I'm gonna talk to my brother, see how he feels. If he quits, I'm probably quitting. I continue to play Smash professionally because of my brother. I'm gonna be honest. I do. I love the game. I love competing. And I'm so fucking excited to compete. My brother's my partner. I compete for doubles. I've become like a top fucking 20 player for doubles. But if it's gonna be this constant, like, he's banned here, he's not banned here. He's banned here, he's not banned here. He's banned here, he's not banned here. That will probably let me leave. Make me leave. The game will not get patched. It will not get patched. Get that in your head. If it gets patched, we all owe an apology to Nintendo. Because I don't think people know how expensive it is to open up a game like this and put out a patch. That is very expensive. I have a lot of thinking to do. This was going to be my last week of, recovery for my surgery before I started practicing. I love this game to death, but I cannot imagine Sonic being banned. Like, I'm trying to put myself in all the Steve players' shoes. If Sonic was banned, I wouldn't be playing. If Sonic was not in Smash, I would not even be in this community. I wouldn't. So if Steve is gone, I can't fucking imagine what they feel like. I know, but I know Sonic does have game-breaking tech. I'm just imagining it. I'm imagining, if that was Sonic.
Too easy.
Thank you for the sub, bro. Tomorrow I'm doing giveaways for sub only. Okay. I've gone way over my limit. I'm supposed to be having lunch, so I'm gonna go. If you stayed this long, like I said, YouTube, thanks for watching. Keep updated to Smash. Support the community. All I can say is we need support. We need new players more than ever. Invite your friends, your family to Smash. Just like... Smash is in trouble. Ultimate is in trouble. Not Smash. I shouldn't use the word Smash. Ultimate's in trouble. And people might not realize that. But the people who know the behind the scenes of the business of how esports work, this is a big deal. This is a hit. I don't know how many more hits Ultimate can take. If we were a new game, we survived the pandemic, that's easy. Because we were new. But we're not new anymore. So. I'm out. See you later. I love you. And see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We're gonna play Kirby. I'll be back live again at 4 p.m. on Northern Arena playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. If anyone wants to hang out and get away from the Smash thoughts for now. I'll be on Northern Arena. Here's the link. I'll be at 4 p.m. I'll see you later. love yourself, love your friends, keep your friends close, and always just be nice to each other. I can't stand the hate. I can't. I really can't. I hope the Steve players, I wish them well. I wish them happiness. And I wish the best. Bye.